Good afternoon, and thanks for spending your Monday with us. I'm Brooke Buckner, filling in for Journey Taylor. Meteorologist Nathan Scott is here with me. Nathan, it's been pretty chilly out there the past few days, especially in the morning and at night. What do we need to know going into this afternoon and evening?
Good afternoon, Brooke. We saw some chilly numbers out there this morning. You need the winter coats, but you're tossing that to the side right now because we've warmed things up nicely. Start this morning into the 20s and 30 here into the capital city. Now we're up to 51, 53 in Hot Springs, 48 in Clinton, 48 in Batesville, and we've got wall-to-wall sunshine after that fog has cleared off. The winds are from the west, about 10 to maybe as high as 15 miles per hour, and they'll be pumping in some warmer numbers today. So highs primarily into the mid to upper 50s. This evening, though, once again, dry air in place. Those numbers will quickly drop down into the 40s and eventually into the 30s. Highs today, mid to upper 50s here in central Arkansas. Low 60s, southwest and south Arkansas, and then north Arkansas temperatures will be into the 40s. But we have a cold front that will sweep through tonight, and look what happens tomorrow. Temperatures will be about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than today's highs. Along with that, we're going to have a biting breeze. So tomorrow morning is going to feel much colder than what we experienced out there this morning. I'll let you know when our next best chance of rain arrives coming up.
All right, thank you, Nathan. This afternoon, a father is pleading not guilty to second-degree murder after being accused of killing a man he found inside a car with his 14-year-old daughter. Aaron Spencer appeared before a judge this morning, charged with the death of 67-year-old Michael Fossler in October. Court documents revealed at the time Fossler was on bail facing sexual assault charges, which Spencer claims involved his daughter. Our team was at today's arraignment, and we will have new details tonight. In a THV 11 crime alert, Pine Bluff police are searching for this man, Chadrick Hawkins. Police are accusing him of being involved in an aggravated residential burglary over the weekend. Hawkins is considered armed and dangerous, so if you see him, do not approach and immediately contact police. In Little Rock, we're still waiting to learn more about a shooting at Park Plaza Mall on Friday. Police say an argument led to shots being fired, which sent 2 people to the hospital. Both are expected to recover. Our team is working to determine if police have an idea on a potential suspect, and we will update you once we learn more. On the national stage, President Biden is doubling back on his decision to not get involved with the case of Hunter Biden. Natalie Brand has more on the presidential pardon that will clear Hunter of any charges he previously faced.
President Biden ignored questions from reporters as he arrived in Africa Monday. Hunter Biden's pardon, broad in scope, clears him of all crimes he has committed or may have committed over the years from January 1st, 2014 to December 1st, 2024. It comes as Hunter Biden was set to be sentenced this month and could have faced years in prison after being convicted of felony gun charges and pleading guilty to federal tax fraud. President Biden said in a statement that he believes his son was targeted for political reasons, writing, "No reasonable person who looks at the facts of Hunter's cases can reach any other conclusion than Hunter was singled out only because he is my son, and that is wrong." But IRS Special Agent Joseph Ziegler says that's not the case.
This wasn't any different than any other criminal tax case that we work. He knowingly and willfully filed false tax returns, and that's criminal. That's a felony violation.
President Biden's decision is a major reversal of his previous position. He and his administration repeatedly said Hunter Biden would not be pardoned.
I said I abide by the jury decision. I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
President-elect Donald Trump, who has called the Biden family corrupt, said on social media the pardon was, quote, an abuse and miscarriage of justice. Trump himself granted clemency to his son-in-law Jared Kushner's father, who had pleaded guilty to tax evasion and campaign finance crimes. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
As that unfolds, President-elect Trump is making more headway in filling top cabinet positions. This weekend, Trump announced longtime associate Kash Patel to lead the FBI under his administration. Patel previously said he wants to go after government and media conspirators and is already receiving pushback from some federal leaders.
Kash Patel's only qualification is because he agrees with Donald Trump that the Department of Justice should serve to punish, lock up, and intimidate Donald Trump's political opponents.
The president-elect himself has since taken a break from cabinet nominations to meet with the Canadian Prime Minister over discussions related to tariffs on imported goods. Happening overseas, a German man has spent the last 2 months living underwater. Liam Mishkin shares how he's on track to set a new Guinness World Record.
Rudiger Koch says he wakes up at 6 a.m., checks the news, then gets started with his day. The aerospace engineer has been living inside this underwater capsule off the coast of Panama for 61 days. He says he does miss a real shower 36 feet below the surface, but enjoys the comfort of TV, a computer, internet, and electricity.
I don't feel like I'm suffering down here. Not at all. The hardest is probably, well, sometimes I would like to go diving.
The 59-year-old wants to inspire a new way of living.
Moving out to the ocean is something we should do. That would be actually a contribution to restore things like reefs.
He told a reporter it's much calmer down here, not like city life. His team looks on from a research lab above.
We started the record attempt on September 26th, and then we're going until January 24th, and that's going to be 120 days.
120 days in a space, that's about the size of 2 parking spots side by side. Leah Mishkin, CBS News, London.
Back at home, the Christmas spirit is filling communities across the state as multiple events get underway to welcome the holiday season. The city of Benton hosted its annual Christmas tree lighting celebration last night. Once the tree was lit, people filled the park for an evening filled with family fun, which included writing letters to Santa. It's only the start to a week of events in Benton, as the city says there's plenty more in store.
We have a small town Christmas going on in December as well. So the city is hosting lots of different activities like Pictures with Santa, make your own cookies, lots of things that'll happen in downtown or here at the farmers market in downtown Benton beside the skating rink.
Conway also held a tree lighting event on Saturday where people got the chance to ride a Ferris wheel and a mini train. As the Christmas season continues, we'll let you know when more events like these take place. The Christmas season is bringing more than just festive events, but also colder temperatures. For some, that may signal you to pull out your space heaters to keep warm. Let this be a reminder, though, to be careful if you plan on using them. The best way to avoid a fire sparking is to keep them on flat surfaces and do not leave them unattended.
The tree is going to take up a lot of water, and if it dries out, you essentially have live kindling in your living room or wherever you have it. So definitely, if you have a Christmas tree, a live one, make sure you water it regularly to keep it green.
The National Fire Protection Association says monitoring the wiring on Christmas decorations can also help with fire prevention. The Arkansas trucking industry is making a comeback. We share their signs of recovery and what it means ahead at 12:18.
We're seeing lots of sunshine out there today. That will continue to be the story into Tuesday, but Wednesday will feature the chance of some rain. And also looks like the chance of rain does go up for the weekend. I'll have more on the details of this forecast coming up.